What's up, everyone? Welcome to our summer guitar mod series thingy, whatever we're calling it. We don't really have an official name, but we have started to mess with a lot of guitars this summer, and we're going to just be filming what we do to each guitar, overhauling some shop guitars, customer guitars. We spent last week really diving into a couple ones that will be coming out soon. But this one that we're going to talk about today is this very cool gold top Les Paul Tribute. Now, before we even talk about what we did to this guitar, I want to talk about something very interesting on the headstock. What do we have going on here?
I don't know if you can make this out, but
you could probably zoom in. I'll show some B-roll. String butler.
I think is what it's called. It's got maybe a different logo. It says like DP on it, but that's just kind of the first. That's what I heard it called when I first saw something like that, and it just kind of helps eliminate this like angled string pull, and it gives you this straight string pull behind the nut, and then it goes out to the tuning keys with these little like turret looking things right there.
So the goal is more straight strings after the nut. Is that kind of the thought?
Yeah.
I never really dove into kind of what it is or the purpose of it, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess the big part of that is like that's why your G string and you kind of your B string are always going out of tune on your Gibson. That's kind of the thing, and this is meant to kind of alleviate a lot of that like tuning stability stuff. Sure. And I did feel like, I mean, I didn't have to retune the guitar a bunch. I mean, I don't know how old the strings were, but when I was kind of playing it, it seemed like it was kind of a happy thing. And after a while, you don't even notice, but it does look weird that like the nuts are up a little bit higher because of the plate itself. But it's a cool little thing there.
Yeah, that was kind of a surprise, right? We opened that up and we're like, what is that thing? Like kind of boomerang looking thing on there. But that was kind of a new experience. But this customer was looking for just a little bit more thickness and life out of this guitar, and so we chose our Anthem Plus. So the Anthem Plus is a little bit stronger PAF, a little bit more turns of wire, a little thicker, a little chunkier. He plays a lot of rock and roll and I think some cover bands and things like that, so we wanted to kind of beef it up for him. And you opened up this guitar first in the back, and we'll show you a little shot of the cavity, and we'll tell you what we ultimately settled on. But what did you kind of find out when you opened up the back there?
So the last person that had wired it up did actually a really clean job routing all the wires and making sure that everything was in its right place. But it had kind of like a Jimmy Page mod, like Jimmy Page wiring mod kind of thing done to it. So I think in addition to like a master split, there was like a phase switch, and it just kind of, it wasn't quite doing kind of what he had wanted. I think it was just maybe thinning it out a little bit too much. That's kind of what I heard, is you just really started to lose a lot of output. But you know, he just wanted to kind of simplify it and do a push pull for each individual pickup, right? Yeah,
so we went kind of with each tone knob had a push pull on it already, so that was kind of nice for us to not have to drop new ones in there. But basically we took out that phase circuit on one of the push pulls, and then we individualized or separated the push pulls. So now each tone knob is associated to the appropriate pickup. So the neck tone knob is the neck pickup splitting in half, and then the bridge is the same as well as for the bridge pickup. So I actually really enjoy that, because you're kind of getting more than just 6 sounds, right? You can have the split neck and the full bridge, and you can have both. You can have kind of 2 half humbucker sounds. And our pickups are split with the screw coil active, and we were having a discussion about this yesterday, I think it was, is some people leave the slug coil active, and we've always liked the screw coil to be the one active when you split, because that way you're truly on the outsides of the pickups, if you will, like the far-reaching tone spectrum, I guess, but also the adjustability, right, to be able to move the screws up and down and kind of tailor that split sound, if you will.
Yeah, so it's really useful, and you definitely get some very unique things in the middle position when you, like, say, have neck humbucker.
Yeah.
Just add a little bit of brightness with splitting the bridge pickup or something. So.
And very cool, like to kind of hear some snappy sounds coming out of a Les Paul with the coil split, and that's one of the reasons we chose the Anthem Plus as well. They do split very nicely because there's more turns of wire, so as you cut them in half, you're getting a little bit more thickness, a little bit more, somewhat single coil tone. Obviously, it's not going to sound like a Strat, but it's a little more convincing, I guess. Yeah, that's fair to say.
I would agree. And this guitar seemed to sound pretty like lively and bright anyway, and so it really helped kind of meet what this guitar was offering to the, kind of meet it in the middle, and it sounds really good.
Yeah, well, let's take a listen to how it sounds, and thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're just going to go straight to the sounds, and that's it. We're not going to jump back on at the end. So let's hear how this guitar sounds. We're going to give you just some quick, clean samples of the different split and regular tones. We'll probably even have maybe this customer come back and do a full length demo, but we're just going to show you the basics of how these Anthem Plus pickups sound and a little bit of split and full comparisons. Here we go.
Let's listen.